Hi, this is Rick Day, and this is Optimum Success. This is segment number 10, selling, finding your people. So how do we do this? We've all heard about marketing. We've heard about aspects of marketing, right? Old school, TV, radio, newspaper. If you're big, yeah, you're going to do TV and radio for sure. You know, and a lot of that's just about brand awareness. Sometimes it's a call to action. Most of the time it's just about brand awareness, and it costs quite a bit of money. Your local radio stations can be a bargain. Newspapers, kind of thing of the past. Newspapers, magazines, they're out there, but so much of it has gone to social media. What's the highest value? Face-to-face and a direct style of marketing where you're reaching out to people that actually have a use. So you can do mass mailings, but if you target the right people, you're getting better money, better value for your money, right? And when you do a marketing, you really should have a marketing budget. I've operated businesses without proper budgeting, whether it be in charitable giving, marketing, and other areas, and the decisions made aren't necessarily the sharpest decisions that should be made for your business. So my number one favorite to get people, to get those customers, is trade associations. And I don't know why that escapes a lot of people, but it's crystal clear to me that the trade associations, who are the people buying your product and where do they congregate? That's as good as it gets. You join the trade associations, and then don't be the annoying person that is just out trying to get the sale. Go to that trade association, give that trade association value, join committees, do work, help out, be a good person, and those sales will come to you. And that's true both in the trade associations, and it's true in groups, for instance, Rotary, Chamber of Commerce, and groups like that. They don't want somebody who's always selling, nor do the network or the trade associations when you're networking there. You get to know people, but you got to build trust, you got to provide some service, and then those people will come to you. Certainly you tell people what you do. There's an insurance company that used to train their employees, and it's a little corny, but they said don't be a secret agent, right? Their point was the agents needed to go out and tell people they were insurance agents, otherwise they couldn't get any business, right? Events. There's networking events of all kinds. Now here locally, we have an event that is put on by a few groups, but all the government agencies, or a number of the government agencies, come to that, and some of the general contractors that are looking for services. And there's a lot of services they're looking for. Construction contracting services, of which there's 50 different kinds at least, is a big part of that, but they're also looking for supplies, stuff they're purchasing for government agencies. That's a great group. It meets once a month, and I've been going to it for years. Give value to get value, and I kind of touched on that earlier. You got to give to get, and I'm a firm believer that you give the value and it comes to you. Again, make it clear who you are and what you do, but don't be asking for the sale all the time. Let people get to know you so they aren't repulsed by you trying to sell to them. Trust, humor, is always good. All sales aren't good sales. And when I first started one of my concrete companies years and years ago, I was so anxious to build something and invoice something. I took a bunch of customers in. Guess who I got? I got all the people that the other companies either wouldn't sell to for one reason or another. Maybe they were very difficult, maybe they didn't pay their bills. So at first I'm accruing the sales, things are moving, I'm happy. What I learned inevitably is some customers are more trouble than they're worth. Sometimes you have to fire your customers. We used to have a little thing in our back office. I wouldn't have wanted our customers to see it. It probably would have been considered to be a little rude, but it worked well for us. We had a whiteboard that the staff could see, and on it I put a $sign and a light bulb. You can probably guess what that was for. The $signs were for people that we had to make sure we leaned their project. We were very careful we got all the information because they either didn't pay on time or sometimes you had to really pursue them to get paid. Presumably if they repeatedly didn't pay or they, that sort of thing, you'd eliminate them, correct? But there are a number of people that just need a nudge in the right direction that are a challenge in that regard. They were under the $sign. The other symbol I had was a light bulb, and I used that for people that had problems on every job. No matter what happened, it's like somebody that sends the meal back every time they go to the restaurant, right? A lot of times those customers have a higher level of demand There's typically all the bad stuff goes to better, more demanding, maybe even rude. They are always in a panic, and then they don't want to pay their bills. So I've found a lot of those things sometimes rest with the same people, those same bad habits. So you either have to correct those habits, and by all means, teach your customers. Not only teach your staff and train your staff, but train your customers on how to use your product correctly and be real proactive and supportive. Find out what their needs are. Do the best you can, but you're still going to have some folks that are tough. That is it for segment number 10. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you soon. This is Rick Day with Optimum Success.